I'm Anime Havocc, and welcome back to the channel. Reincarnation anime never gets old. No matter how many times we've seen it, fans can't get enough of watching characters die in one world only to be reborn in another, often with powers that make them unstoppable. But with so many shows flooding the genre, which ones actually stand out? Today, I'm breaking down 10 reincarnation anime where the main character is ridiculously overpowered, plus 3 upcoming titles that could shake up the entire genre. Some of these you may know, others might surprise you, but all of them prove why reincarnation stories keep us hooked. Let's begin with the Aristocrat's Otherworldly adventure. Imagine being reborn into nobility, but not just as any child, as Kain, a prodigy who masters magic before most kids can even read. His parents know how dangerous his power could be if exposed, so they try to keep it hidden. But when Kain enters the Magic Academy, it's impossible to stay under the radar. Every spell, every duel, every lesson reveals just how far ahead he is. The tension isn't whether he'll succeed, it's whether he can keep his insane abilities from drawing the wrong kind of attention. And that's what makes this story so addictive. The thrill of watching someone who's too powerful for his own good try to play it cool. Next is the Healer's Guild journey. Healers are usually background characters, the ones who patch up the heroes after battle. But this protagonist refuses to be overlooked. After failing to save someone, he reincarnates with a mission to never be powerless again. He joins the Healer's Guild, endures brutal training, and pushes his magic to the limit. Soon, he's not just healing wounds, he's saving lives in ways no one else can. What makes this story stand out is the emotional weight. He's not fighting for glory or fame. He's fighting because he knows the pain of failure, and he'll do anything to make sure it never happens again. At number 8, we have Re-Monster. This one flips the script completely. Instead of being reborn as a hero or noble, the protagonist comes back as a baby goblin. At first, it sounds like a curse. Goblins are weak, disposable, and usually the first to die. But this goblin is different. By consuming others, he evolves rapidly, gaining new powers with every bite. Soon he's not just surviving, he's leading the tribe, reshaping their entire future. The battles are brutal, the evolution is constant, and the fan service is, well, let's just say it's there. But what keeps viewers hooked is the sheer unpredictability. You never know what he'll become next. Then there's So I'm a Spider, so what? A bullied girl reincarnates as a spider in a dark cave. At first she's helpless, surrounded by monsters that could crush her in an instant. But every fight teaches her something new. Every victory, no matter how small, makes her stronger. Slowly she evolves, gaining skills, strategies, and confidence. What starts as a survival story turns into a tale of transformation. She goes from prey to predator, from nobody to one of the most powerful beings in her world. And the best part? The story never lets you forget how dangerous her journey really is. Next up is Trapped in a Dating Sim. The world of otome games is tough for mobs. Leon is blackmailed into playing a dating sim, only to reincarnate inside the game as a background mob character. He's supposed to be irrelevant, just another face in the crowd. But Leon has something no one else does. Knowledge of the game's mechanics, plus a stash of futuristic gadgets and even a giant robot. Instead of fading into the background, he hijacks the story, bending the rules to his advantage. It's funny, it's clever, and it's a reminder that sometimes the so-called side characters are the ones worth watching. At number 5, we have Sweet Reincarnation. A pastry chef dies and is reborn in a medieval world. But instead of abandoning his passion, he introduces sweets to a society that's never tasted dessert. Imagine knights and kings biting into cake for the first time. It's hilarious and heartwarming. But don't let the sugar fool you. This young genius isn't just baking. He's also wielding a sword and casting spells. It's a rare mix of wholesome creativity and raw power, proving that even a chef can become a hero. Then comes I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. Betrayed by his wife and left to die in debt, the protagonist reincarnates as an evil space lord. Determined to rule with cruelty, he makes reckless, selfish decisions. But here's the twist. The people love him for it. Every bad choice somehow makes him more popular. It's satire, it's sci-fi, and it's hilarious. Watching someone try to be the villain only to be adored as a hero is one of the most entertaining contradictions in the genre. Now let's move on to 3 upcoming reincarnation anime that could redefine the genre. First is Hell Mode. The hardcore gamer dominates in another world. Kenichi is a gamer obsessed with challenge. When his favorite game shuts down, he's invited into a mysterious new one. He chooses Hell Mode, the hardest difficulty, and reincarnates as a summoner, the weakest class. No allies, no guidance, just pure grind. It's brutal, it's punishing, and it's exactly what he wanted. Watching him claw his way up from nothing is going to be a treat for fans who love seeing underdogs rise. Next is Otherworldly Munchkin. This story begins with sacrifice. A man dies saving his sister and reincarnates with just 1 hit point. 1 strike, and he's gone, but he refuses to give up. Armed with determination and a mysterious status sheet, he sets out to rescue her, even if it means dying again and again. The tension is constant. Every battle could be his last. But that's what makes it so compelling. It's not just about power, it's about love, loyalty, and the lengths we'll go to for family. Finally, we have Sasaki and Peeps, returning with a sequel in 2026. On the surface, it's a slice-of-life story about a salaryman and his magical bird, Peeps. Together, they hustle in another world, selling real-world items for massive profit. But beneath the comedy and business schemes lies something darker. Sasaki is tasked with tracking down gifted criminals and preventing a war that threatens both worlds. It's lighthearted, it's serious, and it's unlike anything else in the genre. And yes, Peeps is still a wizard bird. And that brings us to the end of our list. 10 reincarnation anime with overpowered protagonists, plus 3 upcoming series that promise to keep the genre alive and thriving. From noble prodigies to goblin leaders, from pastry chefs to evil space lords, these stories prove that death is never the end. It's just the beginning of something even more extraordinary. The real question is, if you had the chance, which of these worlds would you want to be reborn into? Drop your answer in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more anime breakdowns from me, Anime Havocc. Before I go, here's one last thought. Reincarnation anime isn't just about flashy powers or fantasy worlds. It's about second chances. Every one of these characters gets the opportunity to rewrite their story, to fix mistakes, or to live the life they always dreamed of. Maybe that's why we love these shows so much, and because deep down, we all wonder what we'd do if we had the chance to start over. Thanks for watching. This has been Anime Havocc, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.